In those awful moments, after the South Tower was hit, some of the injured huddled in the wreckage of the 78th floor. The fires were spreading. The air was filled with smoke. It was dark. They could barely see. It seemed as if there was no way out. And then there came a voice, clear, calm, saying he had found the stairs.
Out of nowhere, and a young man came and screaming and said, "I found the stair, follow me, only help the one you can help."
A young man in his 20s, strong, emerged from the smoke, and over his nose and his mouth, he wore a red handkerchief.
There was just this guy, and I don't know who the guy is, that was just in the doorway, and all you heard him say was, "Over here."
How do you thank somebody for that? I mean, I'm sitting here talking to you, and other people aren't.
There was a story from people that got out, survivors, that somebody helped them. They didn't know who he was. They couldn't see his face. They had a red bandana over his mouth and his nose. Now that had been going on, like, you know, we didn't know whether it was it a myth? Was it something that people imagined?
Without him, that particular moment, I would have been crushed or buried.
Judy said she never would have gotten out of the tower alive if not for the man with the red handkerchief.
They didn't know his name. They didn't know where he came from, but they knew their lives had been saved by the man in the red bandana.
For the families and friends of 9/11 victims, the change brought about by the disaster is profound. There is no closure for premature loss, only a painful emotional wound that never heals. One such family is that of Wells Remy Crowther. Wells is the 24-year-old son of Allison and Jefferson Crowther, an older brother to sisters, Paige and Honor. Wells was among the thousands of people who were working at the World Trade Center complex early in the morning that ill-fated day. He developed a strong work ethic growing up in Upper Nyack, New York, a quaint town nestled along the Hudson River, about 25 miles north of Manhattan. Wells's mom will never forget a special gift that he received at an early age.
It was the Christmas that Wells was 3 that my in-laws, my husband's parents, purchased a little red fire truck that he could sit in and ride. It was a riding toy.
It became one of his favorite toys, and he was always in it, pretending to be going to fires or putting out fires.
In high school, Wells was captain of the Nyack Indians hockey team and known as a selfless team player. He also excelled at lacrosse.
Good job, Wells!
He was the type of guy, always in your face, never let you get down, always gave you confidence. Even in the worst times, the best times, he always gave you confidence and made you want to drive and to succeed and do well.
I would say he's probably one of the most loyal people
you know, I've ever met. I mean, you could be anywhere. You know, you could call him at 3 in the morning and, you know, you could be in another state, and if you needed something, you know, he would do it.